Hello everybody, this is NFNM here. I wanted to do kind of a little how I do it video for the Twitch stuff. I just finished up with one of my broadcasts and figured now would be a good time. You'll have to excuse quality and shakiness right now. This is done from my cell phone, as I don't really have another video camera to do that with. So I do apologize for that, but stay tuned and hopefully you learn something that might be able to help you out with streaming from the Xbox One. This is a side of things you don't normally see. You'll notice that I normally do have my laptop in front of me. Now when I'm checking the screen, I'm checking a couple different things. Normally I will have MooBot up on the side here. This gives me an instant notification if anybody happens to follow, and I can thank them if I'm following my MooBot. If I go down, that will also allow me to monitor the chat as well. And what I have over on this side is my actual dashboard. Now when I'm up on the dashboard, it doesn't show that I'm an actual viewer on the page. But again, I can check the chat and I can make sure that the video is up and running, as there's that common problem where people are showing up offline. So what I'll do to kind of combat that is spam that broadcast, stop broadcast, broadcast, stop broadcast. And as soon as I see lagging up on the Twitch app and my video come up on the dashboard, then I know I'm good to go. Also, this allows me to see what's going on in the chat as well. I can pull up my viewer list. Young Four Quarters is still hanging around according to this. It's been a while since I've refreshed it, but if you haven't already, check out Young Four Quarters XB1, broadcasting from the Xbox One as well. But I can go to the chat room and I can actually type on here. Hi everybody. So whenever I want to beat that 20-second delay, I'll type into there instead of having to open it up on the Xbox and type into the chat there. So that's what I have on this end of things. Now let me show you a little bit about what I do. What we do is we go into broadcast here. Couple little things here. Whenever you're on here, if you have the Smart Glass app, it makes it very handy. For your broadcast title, you click on there, it'll open your keyboard on your Smart Glass and you can type it out really easily or swipe it, whichever you prefer. A couple important things to note here in the settings. Whenever you... if you're using a face cam, always know where your heads-up display on the game is. As you can see here with Neverwinter, I have the camera at the bottom right. That's generally a fairly safe place to put it, as you have your skill bar that shows up in the middle. It may cut off a couple of the abilities at the side, but if you really want to have that face cam up, that's generally the safest place to put it. You don't want it to cover up too much of the heads-up display, like ammo counts, health, maps, quest objectives, stuff like that. Then people can see and get an idea of what's going on in the game and how things are faring. Microphone, I usually have it cranked all the way. From there, you'll see me occasionally. I'll be adjusting my microphone, pushing it closer to my mouth or further away, or adjusting my actual volume of my voice manually. For broadcast quality, a very important thing to remember, the higher you go, the more people you can actually cut out. I know that it will recommend, mine there, see it says recommended 2500 kilobits per second. I will never push it to there, especially doing Neverwinter. I don't go into first-person shooters just because my ping is not the greatest, but the highest I will go is high. Above that, first of all, is not really recommended for non-partnered Twitch streamers. Partners have the advantage of their viewers being able to change the quality on their end. It's the way that it's transcoded or something along those lines. Some technical mumbo-jumbo and jargon there. But as you go through to the different ones, essentially this one, it will require a at minimum 2 megabit per second upload speed, but you never want to go to the cap of your upload speed. If you have a 3 megabit per second upload speed, you might be able to get away with that, but you still may want to go with medium. It leaves you a bigger cap for any variances. On your dashboard, if you have that one up and running while you're broadcasting, you'll notice that it will say acceptable at points. You don't stay at a constant bit rate when streaming through the Xbox One. It's been an error that's been around for quite some time. So you can expect a variation of about 1,000 kilobits per second. So if you're, as I said, if you're at a 3 megabit per second upload, you're looking at going between 2,000 and 3,000, sometimes even up to 4,000 kilobits per second. So you can be reaching your max upload, which is never a good thing. Let me show you a couple of the different tricks that I use to get some audio and some background music ready to broadcast. We've got our title in. We're going to go with our Neverwinter Wednesday, as it is Neverwinter Wednesday over here on our NFNM _1881 channel. So we'll start our broadcast. Now typically what we'll see here is where it says live. I know I'm actually going live because it has that lagging thing that it shows up there. And then once it goes live again, we've got about a 20-second lag window. There's a problem with your broadcast. I generally never too concerned with that, as it will balance itself out. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to press the B button, and you can hear it going on my laptop. So now that we've hit that B button, you'll see it says broadcasting no viewers. Now that means the Twitch is running is pretty much in the background of everything else. Now what's kind of cool is you double tap on that logo button, you'll see Twitch is over there. You can still go up and snap an app. So what I have been doing is I go over and I've got that handy Pandora app. I recommend going through and picking out a few radio stations. You can either go, you can see right now I'm using Corn Radio. I've listened to a couple different stations, and we'll open it up full screen here. That will pause the broadcast every time you do that. But if you go to shuffle, it will take all of your stations. So it's a mix of Corn Radio, NoFX, Heavy Metal, Rancid, Cali Reggae, Psychobilly, Pop Punk. I thought there were a few more. But it will take all of those and put them all together, and you'll get a random mix mash of anything. I've got some 90s alternative, some other stuff in there as well. But that's how I go about that. So we'll go back here, and we'll snap that. And that'll bring us right back to the game. You only get a couple skips per hour, so use them wisely. Other than that, it's a matter of using your headset and adjusting your volume on your sound system. You can see I've got this sound bar underneath. I adjust that. I'm usually sitting at about 8 ticks in. Not that that really matters to anybody, but that's what seems to work, that you can hear it through my headset microphone, but it doesn't overpower. That's one of the reasons why I keep things at 100% volume. So I hope with these little tips, it gives you a little added production value per se. It's just a couple fun things to add in. So yeah, I hope that helps. Anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all take it easy and have fun streaming out there.